About the government's ministries and departments. We develop information products on government's policies, programs, projects, and activities, which are then channeled through various communication platforms. GIU, your official source for news and information on the government of Montserrat.
I said census, you count, I count, we count. Census 2023. I said
as a nation we strive when everyone counts.
Count me in for a better future.
Census, every voice matters.
Let's make everyone count.
Let your voice be heard in the census.
Together we can build a more inclusive society.
Census, one nation, many faces.
Do your part. Take it.
Counting the ways to improve our nation.
Census matters, so do you.
Census is counting on you.
Census 2023, making every voice count.
Be the difference in your community. Take the census.
Census, one chance to share your story.
Yeah, Census 2023, paving the way for change. Nice.
count me in today, include me in tomorrow. Census 2023. I said census.
On the next episode of ECCB Connects.
Do you know the steps that you can take to create wealth for yourself and your loved ones? This week, insurance advisor at Sagicor Life Inc., Quinn Martin, discusses how you can create, manage, and protect your wealth.
I think persons need to have a solid plan. They need to have a budget in place, and they need to adhere to that budget religiously so they can stand the best chance of being able to invest in their financial future for the well-being of their loved ones.
ECCB Connects, who we are, what we do, and how we serve you.
I said census. You count, I count, we count. Census 2023. I said census.
Be a part of the solution. Take the census.
Census 2023.
Representation for all.
Census 2023, creating opportunities for all.
Census 2023, taking responsibility for our future.
Census 2023.
Count yourself in. This is Richard from Lenjoy Construction, representing for Census 2023. Count every face, make Montserrat a place.
I am Paulisa Reiner, radio personality. Be the change you want to see in the Census 2023. Take the census.
Runway 10 clear to land. Census 2023. Making an impact one person at a time. Census 2023. A catalyst for change.
Census 2023. Let your voice be heard.
Census 2023.
Census. Making every voice count.
Count me in for a better future.
Count me in today, include me in tomorrow. Census 2023. I said census.
When the ECCB took the bold step to introduce Dcash, the people of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union were at the heart of this decision.
It's about creating opportunities.
It's about connecting family.
It's about linking friends.
It's about changing the way we do business.
It's about transforming lives.
A journey to a place where none have gone before will not be without its challenges.
But challenges will not
history together.
I said census. You count, I count, we count. Census 2023. I said census.
Hi, I'm Baldwin Taylor, General Manager of Bank of Montserrat Limited. Remember, Census 2023 is helping to build stronger communities.
Collective strength.
Census. A true representation of our diversity. Take the census.
Census 2023. The key to unlocking our potential.
Census 2023. Your participation ensures our shared future.
Census 2023. We are stronger together.
Census 2023. Your response empowers us all.
Census 2023. Your voice heard, your story told.
Census 2023. Making progress possible.
I said census. Count me in today, include me in tomorrow. Census 2023. I said census.
The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank is rolling out Dcash, the next step in the evolution of the EC dollar. Use Dcash to send and receive money to and from friends and family. Make payments directly from your smart device. Make payments from wherever you are. Download the app from the Google Play or Apple Store and sign up, or visit dcashec.com for more information. The future of the EC dollar is digital. Let's make history together.
I said census. You count, I count, we count. Census 2023. I said census.
Census, helping us understand our society.
Census 2023, the first step to progress.
Census, a powerful tool for a better tomorrow.
Census, paving the way for change.
Census 2023, making an impact one person at a time.
Census, every response is important.
I encourage everyone to take part in the Census 2023 for a better, brighter future.
Your participation ensures our shared future.
Census 2023, building a better future together.
Census 2023, your input counts.
Census 2023, the only way to ensure that we are all counted.
For Census 2023, make sure you're counted.
As a nation, we strive when everyone counts.
Census, let us make a better tomorrow today.
Count me in today, include me in tomorrow. Census 2023. I said census.
Do you own or manage a business? Interested in saving time and money? How about expanding your business? Then the Dcash Merchant app is for you. Receive digital EC payments instantly from Dcash customers anywhere via your smart device. Create invoices and track transactions easily in the app. And avoid the hassle of handling physical cash. Visit dcashec.com today for more information and to sign up. Dcash, the digital version of your EC dollar.
Central Bank ECCB celebrates 40 years of transformative leadership and innovation. The ECCB has been diligently fulfilling its mission of advancing the good of the people of the currency union for 40 years by maintaining monetary and financial stability and promoting growth and development. It is the monetary authority for a population of more than 600,000 people spanning 6 sovereign states: Antigua and Barbuda, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, St. Christopher, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and 2 overseas territories of the United Kingdom, Anguilla and Montserrat. On October 1st, 1983, the East Caribbean Currency Authority, ECCA, was upgraded to a central bank, the ECCB. The ECCB's predecessor, the ECCA, had been established in 1965 to issue and manage EC currency after its predecessor, the British Caribbean Currency Board, dissolved in 1964 when Guyana and Trinidad and Tobago withdrew membership to form their own central banks. Shortly after Barbados signaled its intention to withdraw from the ECCA and establish its own central bank, the West Indies Associated States Council of Ministers decided to move the headquarters of the East Caribbean Currency Authority to St. Kitts. 1 year after Barbados's withdrawal, ECCA's headquarters transferred to St. Kitts on May 20th, 1975, situated at the corner of Central and Church Streets. The move to St. Kitts was overseen by the Managing Director of the ECCA, Sir Cecil Jacobs, a national of St. Kitts and Nevis. The next year, on July 7, 1976, the EC dollar was pegged to the US dollar at a fixed rate of EC $2.70 to US $1. Nearly 7 years later to the day, on July 5, 1983, 7 governments signed the agreement establishing the ECCB as the monetary authority, with Anguilla eventually signing on as a full member on April 1, 1987. On October 1, 1983, the ECCB was officially commissioned and operated out of the former ECCA headquarters. 3 months later, the first meeting of the Monetary Council, established in accordance with Article 7 of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank Agreement, was held on January 20th, 1984. Sir Cecil Jacobs, who was then the first governor of the ECCB, led an initial staff of 55 persons. He was ably assisted by Sir Errol Allen, a Vincentian who served as deputy governor until his retirement on March 31, 2005. The first ECCB agency office was established in Grenada on November 1, 1984, paving the way for the expansion of the ECCB's footprint to all its member countries. On October 1, 1987, the ECCB agency office in St. Lucia was established, followed by one in Dominica on November 1, 1989, and one in St. Vincent and the Grenadines on April 1, 1990, with the remaining ECCB agency offices opening up the next year: Montserrat on March 4, 1991, then Anguilla on May 23, and Antigua and Barbuda on June 15, 1991. On November 21, 1992, a ceremony was held to break ground for the construction of the new ECCB headquarters at Bird Rock. The bank moved into its new headquarters in August 1994, and it was officially opened on October 29th that year. Sir Cecil Jacobs retired in September 1989, and Sir K. Dwight Venner, a Vincentian, became governor of the ECCB from December 1, 1989, and served until his retirement in November 2015. The present governor, Mr. Timothy N.J. Antoine, a Grenadian, assumed the role on February 1, 2016. The year 2022 was a year of recognition for the ECCB. The ECCB introduced polymer notes in 2019 and won the Best New Banknote Series from Reconnaissance. Come October 1st, the date that the ECCB was put into force 40 years ago, the ECCB headquarters will be entirely carbon neutral. This is thanks to a solar canopy project started in 2017, which was recognized with the Central Banking 2022 Green Initiative Award. Ever in the vanguard of innovation, the ECCB on March 31st, 2021 introduced Dcash, the first central bank digital currency CBDC to be launched by a currency union. As the ECCB enters its 40th year, the governor is adeptly supported by the institution's first female deputy governor, Dr. Valda F. Henry, a national of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Ms. D. Tracy Polius, a national of St. Lucia, who serves as Chief Director Policy. Dr. Henry succeeded Mr. Trevor Brathwaite of St. Lucia, who served as the second deputy governor from 2006 to 2021. There is no way to fit all that the ECCB is, does, and means for the people of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, ECCU, into this historical reel. You are therefore invited to log on to the ECCB's virtual museum when it launches later this year to get a full-fledged history of this pioneering central bank. The leadership and the staff of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank proudly celebrate the bank's 40th Ruby anniversary and dedicate this year of festivities to you, the people of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union.
I said census. You count, I count, we.
Good evening, Her Excellency the Governor, Mrs. Sarah Tucker and Mr. Tucker, Premier and Minister of Finance, Honorable Easton Taylor Farrell, Minister of Agriculture, Lands, Housing and the Environment, Honorable Cranston Buffon, Parliamentary Secretary, Honorable Veronica Dorset Hector, Education Officers, Principals, Teachers, Judges, Participants, specially invited guests, students, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure and anticipation that I stand before you today to extend a warm and hearty welcome to the first Financial Information Month public speaking competition. Public speaking is a crucial skill that holds immense significance in various aspects of personal, professional, and societal life. We have gathered here not only to witness the power of words, but also to celebrate the incredible talent and potential of each student. We are not just an audience, we are a community of individuals who have come together to support our participants as they embark on a journey to articulate their thoughts, visions, and inspirations on the topic, should financial literacy be made a mandatory part of the school curriculum. The true value of this event is not only in the speeches, but in the connections and shared experiences that will emerge from today's competition. Before we commence, I'd like to invite Mr. Malik Richards to invoke God's presence, after which we will have the territorial song. Sorry.
Let's bow our heads, please. Heavenly Father, we gather here today with hearts full of gratitude and reverence. We're thankful for the opportunity to come together in the spirit of camaraderie and learning. As we embark on this journey of public speaking, we seek your guidance and blessings. We pray for the judges, the speakers, and all those involved in this program. Grant them the wisdom to articulate their thoughts effectively and the courage to express their ideas with confidence. May the words they speak today be a source of inspiration and knowledge for all those in attendance. Help us to be attentive listeners, open to the diverse perspectives and ideas that will be shared. Bless this event with an atmosphere of respect, encouragement, and support. May it serve as a platform for personal growth and the celebration of the power of communication. Now, as we begin, dear God, this program, we ask for your presence to be felt among us. May your divine light shine upon each speaker and guide them in their words. In the name we offer this prayer. Amen.
Oh, Montserrat, proud motherland, your children raise your standards high in toil and tears to serve you well. The emerald jewel from God's hand. Oh, Montserrat, by nature blessed, to you your children sing. Come, well, oh, oh, come, friend of foe, to you your people cling. Rise up and make our country great with art and skill and sacrifice. With mass and drums we celebrate, triumphant masters of all faith. Oh, Montserrat, by nature blessed, to you your children sing. Come, well, oh, come, friend of foe, to you your people cling. We sing our land in harmony. May God be her eternal God. Make Montserrat a house of love, a haven in the Carib Sea. Oh, Montserrat, by nature blessed, to you your children sing. Come, well, oh, come, friend of foe, to you your people cling. No pestilence pollutes her shore, no fount of sadness overwhelm a people striving under God. Their spirits free forevermore. Oh, Montserrat, by nature blessed, to you your children sing. Come, well, oh, come, friend of all, to you your people
At this time, I'd like to introduce our chair for this evening's proceedings, Ms. Sharika Castle. Ms. Sharika Castle is currently employed as the Assistant Secretary, Strategic Management and Administration within the Ministry of Education, Youth Affairs and Sports. Ms. Castle has a strong background in strategic management and serves in varying leadership capacities across the Montserrat community. Presently, she serves as the Vice President of the Montserrat Civil Service Association, and she holds the position of Chairman, Credit Committee at the St. Patrick's Cooperative Credit Union. She is also a proud member of the Rotary Club of Montserrat and is involved with various other community activities across the island. Ms. Castle believes in lifelong learning and is a lover of the cultural arts. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Ms. Sharika Castle to the podium.
Good evening, one and all. And thank you for joining us this evening at the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank signature event, dubbed Financial Literacy 123 Youth Public Speaking Competition, under the theme Wealth Creation for Financial Resilience, and featuring the topic, Should Financial Literacy be Part of the School's Curriculum? I am pleased to be your chairperson for tonight's competition, and I would like to take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to those of you present here with us this evening, and also to those persons listening via Radioland and via the various social media platforms. For clarity, you can join us via the Government of Montserrat Information Unit's YouTube page, the Government of Montserrat Information Unit Facebook page, the Spirit of Montserrat Facebook page, and the ECCB Connects YouTube page. Without further ado, and to kick off tonight's competition, I will share the rules for the attention of all within the hearing of my voice. These comprehensive guidelines and rules aim to ensure fairness, professionalism, and the overall success of the Financial Information Month 2023 Public Speaking Competition. Participants and organizers should adhere to these guidelines in order to enable a smooth and enjoyable event. 1. Speech duration. Each participant will be allocated a maximum of 7 minutes to deliver their speech. However, speeches should not be less than 5. A timer will be used to track the time, and the points will be deducted for exceeding the maximum or falling short of the minimum time. Relevance to the topic. Participants are expected to stay on topic throughout their speeches. Deviating significantly from the theme or sub-theme may result in deduction of points. Speech preparation. While participants are encouraged to prepare and practice their speeches, they should not rely excessively on their written scripts. Reading speeches verbatim, as I'm doing now, can impact engagement with the audience and judges. Speaking order. A random draw will determine the speaking order for participants. This will ensure fairness and impartiality in the competition. For clarity, this has been done already. I will share the judging criteria. The judging criteria comprises content, 20 points. This includes relevance. The speech's content must address the topic. Clarity. The key message must be presented in a clear and understandable way to all. Depth of analysis. The speaker should provide relevant and substantial information, examples, or proof to substantiate their argument. Delivery, 15 points. Delivery comprises fluency. The speaker should not rely too heavily on their script. Confidence. The speaker should project a true interest in the topic, be confident, and be well prepared. The body language. The speaker should maintain good eye contact with the audience, use gestures that are suitable, and support the message while avoiding excessive and distracting movements. Vocal clarity. The speaker's voice should be audible and appropriately modulated throughout their speech. Audience engagement. The speaker should connect with and capture the audience's attention through rhetorical devices, storytelling, and other techniques to maintain the audience's interest. Language. This carries 10 points. Use of language and vocabulary. The speaker should ensure the choice of words and vocabulary used to convey their views are effective. Grammar. The speaker should ensure the use of proper grammar at all times. Subject-verb agreement, tense consistency, and sentence structure throughout the presentation. Articulation. The speaker should enunciate words and phrases clearly for the audience's comprehension. Persuasiveness. The speaker should be able to convince and influence the audience through the use of rhetoric, facts, and argument. Time management. This carries 5 points. Speeches should last no less than 5 minutes and no more than 7 minutes. There will be a warning at the 6-minute mark using a yellow card, and again at the 7-minute mark using a red card. Each speaker will be given 30 seconds to finish their speech, after which they will be asked to vacate the podium. Speeches with a duration of less than 5 minutes or more than 30 seconds will be penalized with 2 points deducted. Yes, so that is the end of the rules. Our prize list for tonight's competition includes: all participants will receive a certificate of participation, 1 Financial Information Month t-shirt, and 1 Financial Information Month token. Our winner will receive 1 trophy, 1 laptop complements the Ministry of Education, Youth Affairs and Sports, and 1 cash prize of 350 East Caribbean dollars. Second place. The second place winner will also receive 1 trophy, 1 mobile phone complements Flo Montserrat, and 1 cash prize of East Caribbean dollars, $250. Third place will also receive 1 trophy, 1 portable speaker complements Flo Montserrat, and also cash prize of EC $150. Our consolation prize consists of gift bags, complements Digicel Montserrat, and $50 cash prizes. Open floor. The audience members may share their thoughts on the topic during the time designated for open floor discussion. However, comments on individual speakers' performances are discouraged to maintain a respectful and focused environment. Participants should adhere to a code of conduct that promotes a respectful, inclusive, and supportive environment throughout the competition. Participants are expected to behave respectfully toward fellow participants, judges, and the audience throughout the event. And finally, the decision of the judges are final and binding. Any disputes or concerns should be addressed through the designated event organizers. I am going to share with you the biographies for our judges this evening. We have 3 esteemed judges, our head judge being Miss Dion Semple. And Miss Dion Semple is an accomplished professional with a diverse background. She holds an Executive Master's of Business Administration in Human Resource Management and a Bachelor's of Laws degree, and is currently the Director of Policy and Planning within the Ministry of Finance and Economic Management. Dion's expertise extends beyond her academic credentials. She has been an active contributor to various educational and government initiatives. Her impressive track record includes roles as a hype facilitator for CV writing and interview preparation skills with the Ministry of Education since 2012. In 2010, she served as a trainer of trainers for Mind in Jamaica. She also has vast experience in drafting policy papers. Additionally, she has also delved into communication and change management, Atos Consulting 2009, and strategic planning for the public service, CARICAD 2007 and 2008. Dion Semple's rich educational background and diverse professional experiences makes her an ideal judge for this public speaking competition. Her considerable knowledge and expertise will undoubtedly give the participants great insights and guidance. Ms. Dion Semple. The second judge for tonight is Mr. Peter D.A. Quealy. Mr. Quealy is a national of Montserrat who currently serves in the capacity of General Manager of the St. Patrick's Cooperative Credit Union. Prior to this assignment, Mr. Quealy served in various capacities regionally, notably with the Financial Services Regulatory Commission and the Ministry of Finance and Economic Management in Antigua and Barbuda. Additionally, Mr. Quealy works at the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, which is based in St. Kitts. He is the holder of a Master's of Science degree in Financial Management from the University of London and a Bachelor of Science degree in Economics with Management from the University of West Indies. Mr. Quealy also holds professional certifications in the areas of anti-money laundering and counter-terrorist financing and financial risk management, and is also a certified Eastern Caribbean securities market professional. Mr. Quealy has also lectured and facilitated courses for the University of the West Indies Open Campus in the area of microeconomics, macroeconomics, Caribbean business environment, and banking and financial management. He is also a commentator on local, regional, and international socio-economic and political matters. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Peter Quealy. Our final judge for this evening is Dr. Gregory Julius. Dr. Julius hails from the humble village of Gerrals. He attended the St. John's Primary School and the Montserrat Secondary School. He started teaching in 1998 at the Kingsale Primary School and currently holds a diploma in teacher education, a Bachelor of Arts in Educational Administration, a Master's in Education Policy and Analysis, and a PhD in Educational Leadership. He is married to one Yvonne Bray Julius, and this occurred in 1998, and this union produced their son, Jodvik, who resides in the United Kingdom. Mr. Julius served as principal at the Braids Primary School from 2003 to 2018, and he was appointed as Director of Education in late 2018. He served as an educator for over 35 years. Dr. Julius has a strong background in community service. He rejuvenated and served as captain of the 5th Montserrat Scout Troop and the Boys Brigade. He served as president of the Montserrat Union of Teachers, served and contributed to a number of community groups, church organizations, and statutory boards. He represented Montserrat at numerous regional and international education forums. He has several special interests to include research in education, science education in primary schools, youth development and sports, care of the elderly, meteorology, airports and airplanes, and most importantly, cooking goat water. Our auditor for this evening is Miss Nadia Jibri. Miss Jibri is the manager of the Montserrat Building Society Limited, where she has worked for the past 10 years and has extensive experience working in the banking industry. She holds a Bachelor's of Science in Accounts. Nadia worked previously in the Building and Accounts Department at the Montserrat Utilities Limited and at the Bank of Montserrat in customer service. To strike a balance between work and play, Nadia enjoys spending time with her family and teaching. That was a mouthful, ladies and gentlemen. Those are our judges and our auditor for tonight's proceedings. Tonight's competition comprises 5 participants in total from the Montserrat Secondary School and Community College, respectively. Please stand as you hear your name being called so that the audience is aware of who you are. Representing the 4th form class of the MSS, we have Miss Kayla Ryan, Miss Gisela Louis Charles, and Mr. Aiden Corbett. Representing the Montserrat Community College, we have Miss Tenny Fergus. And finally, Mr. Davidson Alerti. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, here beginneth the public speaking competition. Our first speaker tonight, I am guided, is Mr. Aiden Corbett. Oh, my apologies. Miss Tenny Fergus, my apologies. Miss Tenny Fergus will be our first speaker for tonight's competition. Tenny, please come to the podium. You have 7 minutes, maximum, 5 minimum. You will look at the auditor who will raise the card so you know how far you are and what you need to be doing. Yes? Good luck, Tenny.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I will be presenting on the topic, should financial literacy be made a mandatory part of the school curriculum? Tick, tock, another minute goes by. Tick, tock, another day goes by. And the relentless march of time underscores a sobering reality. In our complex financial world, ignorance is not bliss. It's a burden that countless individuals grapple with daily. Author Terry Turner defines financial literacy as the ability to make informed decisions about money. Financial literacy isn't just a desirable skill, it's a vital one. By equipping students with the necessary knowledge and skills to make informed financial decisions, we can empower them to cultivate responsible financial behavior, alleviate financial debts, and build more successful businesses. Picture this. You're a college student, living independently, and your favorite perfume, a luxurious indulgence, is back in stock. Tempting as it is, you face a dilemma. You also desperately need textbooks crucial for your studies. Swayed by desire, you choose the perfume. The consequences are swift and brutal. You fall behind in class, your grades plummet, and you're left struggling to catch up. Hindsight hits hard. You realize the gravity of your decision. This scenario vividly illustrates why financial literacy is paramount. It's not just about budgets, savings, or investments. It's about cultivating responsible financial behavior. As young adults navigating the world of adulthood, we encounter a barrage of financial decisions, from managing bank accounts to dealing with student loans. Financial literacy, if integrated into our educational system, equips us with the skills needed to manage our finances responsibly. This knowledge serves as protection against dependence on financial aid and institutions. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank states that the overall financial literacy score of the ECCU member countries equaled 12.2. That is 61.2% of the maximum value. On the surface, this figure seems relatively okay, but when analyzed on a micro level, it is inadequate if we are to thrive as individuals and as countries. By grasping the significance of budgets and savings, we can avoid the downward spiral that is caused by reckless spending and lack of financial understanding. Additionally, having this knowledge can allow students to gain a strong foundation towards achieving financial stability, which is essential to great future leaders. Furthermore, understanding financial literacy is our ticket to economic freedom. As quoted from John Hope Bryant, if you don't understand the language of money and you don't have a bank account, then you're just an economic slave. Do we envision a society of economic slaves? No. Certainly not. Therefore, by incorporating financial literacy into school curriculums, we invest in our students' development, elevating our nation's economic status. Most importantly, early exposure to financial education bridges the wealth gap, promoting social equality. Regardless of background, every student gains the knowledge to make and save money. Financial literacy isn't just a mere concept, it's a lifeline. By appreciating the value of money and understanding the nuances of credit, financially literate students make prudent choices, sidestepping the predicament of debt. They learn the art of responsible credit card use, the perils of late payments, and the dangers of excessive borrowing. Armed with this wisdom, they are empowered to manage their finances better. They pay their bills on time, avoid unnecessary debts, and make informed decisions about borrowing, ensuring their financial stability. Moreover, financial literacy isn't just a shield. It's a catalyst for entrepreneurship and innovation. With reference to Terry Turner's article on financial literacy in 2021, 86% of US teens were interested in investing. But 45% said that they didn't invest because they didn't feel confident. Fortified with the knowledge of financial literacy and concepts like budgeting and return on investment, students can envision thriving businesses. These ventures don't just create jobs, they bolster our country's economic landscape, helping us to make progressive steps towards sustainable development. Critics argue that an already brimming curriculum can't bear the weight of an additional course or program on financial literacy. However, financial literacy can be integrated into the education system to enhance existing subject areas. Real-life financial scenarios can be seamlessly woven into subjects like math and economics, making learning more practical and engaging, thereby eliminating the need for separate class time. In summary, financial literacy is the cornerstone upon which a secure financial future rests. By nurturing responsible spending habits, honing credit management skills, comprehending the cost of higher education, exploring alternative income sources, and planning for the future, financial literacy empowers students to make sound financial choices. It isn't just an educational need, it's a societal imperative. Therefore, it is vital for educational authorities to recognize the importance of financial literacy and make it an integral part of the curriculum, ensuring that generations to come possess the wisdom and confidence required to thrive in the modern financial world. Ladies and gentlemen, please repeat after me. Teaching me will better me and improve my financial life choices. Make it mandatory.
Thank you, Tenny. Thank you, Tenny. Our second speaker, moving quickly along, is Miss Kayla Ryan, and Kayla is representing the Montserrat Secondary School. Welcome, Kayla.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This evening, I will address the topic, should financial literacy be made mandatory in the school curriculum? Before we delve in too deep, let us define financial literacy. According to the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, financial literacy is a combination of awareness, knowledge, skills, attitudes, and behaviors necessary to make sound financial decisions and ultimately achieve individual financial well-being. Okay, great. So we all know what financial literacy is. You will agree that by understanding financial literacy, students will be able to manage their incomes as they grow into adults. When students master the skill of financial literacy, they will be able to take full control of their finances and learn more about the importance of savings, investments, and retirement planning so that they will have a financially stable life after graduation. This evening topic asks, should financial literacy be made mandatory in the school curriculum? I would like to place more emphasis on the word mandatory. Let us define it. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, mandatory is a word used to describe something that must be done. If an action or procedure is made mandatory, people have to do it because it is demanded by law. Now the question is, should financial literacy be made mandatory in the school curriculum? How many points did I say? Firstly, although I agree that engaging in the topic of financial literacy ensures that persons acquire the skills, knowledge, and behaviors that will allow them to make informed decisions about their money. By making this subject mandatory in schools, we cause some students to be more money-minded, and this can be very harmful for them. They can begin talking about money all the time in class, and it can hamper with their normal life. Financial literacy involves topics where one has to set prices for their goods and services. This can easily turn students into young people who lack emotion. They will then begin to think of everything from a profit-making perspective, and they may also be tempted to engage in get-rich-quick schemes. Secondly, on the selection of topics being taught and the emphasis placed on them, there may be different effects on academic performances. For example, if the focus is entrepreneurship, job search components, and the need to accumulate wealth, this would drive some students to engage in paid work activities and thus reduce the time in their schoolwork. Additionally, some students may not understand all the concepts right away and can lead to self-doubt. Some would probably try to avoid the topic completely. This would turn out to be very unhealthy for some students, and this may affect their academic success. Thirdly, by making financial literacy mandatory, this will add to the already stretched timetable and the curriculum at school. Students will begin to feel stressed, and in some instances, it may cause panic due to increased workload, which may lead to depression. My final point is that Parents have the responsibility to teach their child how to manage their money. As stated by Bob Kishan, and I quote, "Parents are the ultimate role models for children. Every word, movement, action has an effect. No other person or outside force has the greater influence on a child than the parent." End of quote. Proverbs 22 verse 6 from the Bible places emphasis on this as well. It reads, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and even when he's old, he will not depart from it." Most of the money that young people receive comes from their parents. A parent's responsibility is to be a good role model. Such a delicate, personal subject should not be left up to the school or the government. Instead of making financial literacy mandatory in schools, it should be more prudent to focus on educating the adults so that they can teach good financial literacy to their children in a safe and private environment. Public education should focus on educating about more common subjects and not to give personal advice on how students should invest their money. This is the role of the parent. Whose role it is? In conclusion, I agree that financial literacy will ensure that persons have the confidence needed to make financial decisions that promote self-sufficiency, stability, and well-being. However, I do not agree that this subject should be made mandatory in the school curriculum. I thank you.
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you. Our third speaker, Miss Gisela Louis Charles. We welcome you to the stage. Gisela Louis Charles. She's representing fourth form of the MSS.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Should financial literacy be made a mandatory part of the school's curriculum? Yes, it should. Let me tell you why. According to the Oxford Dictionary, financial literacy is the knowledge of skills needed to make important financial decisions. In today's rapidly evolving world, knowledge of financial concepts and skills is becoming increasingly essential for young individuals to navigate their way through life. Firstly, incorporating financial literacy into the school's curriculum would provide students with a solid foundation for managing their personal finances. When us, as young individuals, grow older, we would have taxes and insurances to deal with, so financial literacy will help our minds to prepare for the near future as adults. Many young adults enter the real world without a clear understanding of fundamental financial concepts, leading to poor financial decision-making. By introducing financial literacy at an early age, students learn about budgeting, saving, investing, and debt management. These skills will enable them to make responsible financial choices and avoid pitfalls such as overspending and financial mismanagement. Moreover, financial literacy education can help bridge the socio-economic gap. Often, individuals from lower-income families lack access to financial resources and knowledge of maintaining a cycle of financial uncertainty. By teaching financial literacy in schools, we can level the playing field and provide all students with the essential knowledge and skills needed to achieve financial independence. This will help us as young adults to expand our knowledge and to help others where financial literacy is concerned. This will empower them to break free from the constraints of their socio-economic background and work towards a brighter future. Furthermore, financial literacy education can contribute to the overall economic well-being of society. Financially literate, individuals are more likely to contribute to economic growth and stability. Young adults today can also be a helpful part towards the financial state of the community by helping people with their financial plans. By understanding concepts like interest rates, inflation, and investment strategies, students can make financial decisions that benefit both themselves and the economy as a whole. Additionally, financial literacy can foster entrepreneurship by encouraging students to explore and develop their business ideas, leading to job creations and innovation. We can think about jobs such as company secretary, external auditor, assistant accountant, and more. Critics may argue that adding financial literacy to an already crowded curriculum would be burdensome. However, integrating financial literacy into existing subjects such as mathematics or social studies can alleviate this concern. By incorporating financial concepts into relevant topics, students can learn financial skills without sacrificing other essential subjects. Not just critics, but students also complain that they already have enough schoolwork to do as it is. To do 14 subjects for the first 3 years in secondary school is already stressful. Financial literacy may also help students like us safeguard their information from financial frauds and scams. Also, when we get older, it will help us with buying a house or establishing a business of our own. This will help us set life goals. We could start investing now and to also stay educated. In conclusion, introducing financial literacy in the school's curriculum is of utmost importance. By providing students with the necessary knowledge and skills to handle their finances, we can empower them to make informed decisions, avoid debt, and to build a secure future. Financial literacy education not only benefits individuals, but also contributes to the overall economic well-being of society. It is crucial that educational institutions recognize the significance of financial literacy and take action to ensure its integration into the curriculum. Only then can we prepare the next generation to thrive in an increasingly complex financial landscape. I thank you.
Thank you, Gisela. Thank you. Our second speaker from the Montserrat Community College, Mr. Davidson Alerte. Please come to the stage, Davidson Alerte.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges and fellow students, today I stand before you to address a critical question that impacts not only our education system, but also Montserrat's future. Should financial literacy be made a mandatory part of the school curriculum? This question is more relevant than ever, given the complex financial landscape we face as individuals and as a society. In a world where personal finance decisions are increasingly complex, understanding the basics of budgeting, saving, investing, and managing debt is vital for everyone, regardless of the future career path. By including financial literacy in our curriculum, it equips students with essential life skills, preparing them to navigate the financial challenges they will undoubtedly face. We live in an age of unprecedented access to financial services and products. Yet, studies show that many individuals lack the knowledge needed to make informed financial decisions. This deficiency can lead to poor financial choices, increased debt, and even financial instability. By integrating financial literacy into the school curriculum, we can address this knowledge gap. We can empower students to make informed decisions about managing their money, saving for the future, and understanding the financial products like credit card, loans, mortgages. This knowledge is not just beneficial, it's essential. Imagine a high school graduate stepping into the real world for the first time without a basic understanding of how to create a budget, save for the future, or invest wisely. They are in many ways navigating a financial minefield blindfolded. The consequences of poor financial decisions can haunt them for years, even decades. By making financial literacy mandatory in the school curriculum, we are preparing our students for a more secure and prosperous future. When we talk about financial literacy, it's more than just numbers and calculations. It's about instilling confidence and empowering students to take control of their financial destinies. As future professionals, entrepreneurs, and consumers, they need this knowledge. Effective delivery means ensuring that the curriculum is engaging and relatable, that teachers are adequately trained, and that resources are available for all students, not some, all students. The language we use to teach financial literacy is critical. We must avoid financial jargons and speak in terms that everyone can understand. The goal is not to create financial experts, but to equip students with the fundamental skills they need to make informed decisions. Furthermore, it's not just about personal financial well-being, it's about fostering responsible and informed citizens. When students are taught financial literacy, they develop a deeper understanding of economic systems, financial markets, and the impact of financial decisions on society as a whole. They become more engaged in discussions about economic policies, taxes, and investments, making them active participants in shaping our collective future, in shaping Montserrat's future. Financial literacy also has a profound impact on reducing economic disparities. It levels the playing field by providing all students, regardless of their socioeconomic background, with the knowledge needed to make wise financial decisions. It ensures that everyone has an equal opportunity to build wealth and secure their financial future. Moreover, as we rely on technology for financial transactions, the need for digital financial literacy is more significant than ever. Students must not only know how to balance a checkbook, but also how to protect their personal information online, avoid scams, and use digital tools to market their finances efficiently. Incorporating these skills into the curriculum prepares students for the realities of the digital age. Financial literacy education can have a lasting impact on a person's life. Studies have shown that individuals who receive financial education in schools are more likely to save money, invest wisely, and avoid excessive debt in their adult lives. They are better equipped to handle unexpected financial challenges and take advantage of opportunities for financial growth. As we consider the benefits of including financial literacy in our curriculum, we must also acknowledge to concerns that have been raised. Some argue that the curriculum is already crowded, and adding financial literacy could lead to an overload of coursework. However, it's essential to recognize that financial literacy is not just another subject. It's a life skill that enhances learning in other areas. Students who are financially literate may better understand the mathematics involved in budgeting, the economics of consumer choices, and the importance of financial responsibility. In conclusion, the case for making financial literacy a mandatory part of the school curriculum is compelling. It's a matter of equipping our students with the tools they need to thrive in a complex financial world, promoting economic equality and preparing responsible citizens for the digital age. As we move forward, let us prioritize the financial well-being of our youth and invest in their future. By doing so, we empower them to make informed decisions, secure their financial futures, and contribute to the prosperity of Montserrat as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Davison. Thank you so much. My Bible tells me that the last shall be first and the first shall be last. Aiden, I did call you before, so please welcome to the stage so that you can make your presentation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, judges, viewing and listening audience, and of course, my worthy opponents. I am 14-year-old Aidan Corbett, a proud fourth form student attending the Monset Secondary School. Coming before you this evening, I stand in firm proposition to the moat, should financial literacy be made a mandatory part of the school's curriculum. Now, what is financial literacy, you may all ask. According to the Ghani 2021, financial literacy refers to myriad skills you may call upon when choosing what to do with your money. But this definition is not enough. Now, I have questioned my peers, my teachers, and myself on the importance of some of the mandatory subjects implemented into the school's curriculum. Why are we being taught subjects that are only beneficial to some of us in our future work field? For instance, the extent to which mathematics is being taught is not necessary or required for a customer service representative. However, financial literacy, which is used in everyone's, I stress, everyone's daily life, is excluded from the school's curriculum. After seeing the picture painted by the topic my opponents and I discussed this evening, I am now further educated on the importance of education and how financial literacy can further benefit my peers and I. I aim that at the conclusion of my case, you too can understand how adding financial literacy to the school's curriculum can further benefit our students across the globe. First and foremost, in today's rapidly evolving and complex world, it is becoming increasingly important for individuals to possess a strong foundation in financial literacy. With economic decision-making being a fundamental aspect of adult lives, schools should prioritize teaching students about finances. By educating students with the necessary knowledge and skills, we can empower them to make responsible financial choices, build a secure future, and contribute to the overall stability of our society. One of the primary reasons why financial literacy should be included in the school's curriculum is to foster responsible money management. Many students graduate from high school or college without understanding the basics of budgeting, saving, and investing. Consequently, they may become prey to predatory lending practices, credit card debt, or other financial burdens that can have long-term negative consequences. By educating students about the importance of managing money early, we can help them make informed decisions about spending, saving, and investing, leading to financial stability and security in their adult lives. Furthermore, teaching financial literacy in schools can promote economic equality. Financial knowledge often serves as a gateway to economic empowerment and opportunity. When students possess a thorough understanding of personal finance, including topics such as taxes, loans, mortgages, and investments, they are better equipped to navigate the financial landscape and take advantage of financial opportunities. This can particularly be beneficial for students from disadvantaged backgrounds, as it increases their chances of upward social mobility and bridges the wealth gap. By teaching financial literacy in schools, we can work towards creating a more equitable society where everyone has a fair chance at financial success. Another critical reason for incorporating financial literacy in the school's curriculum is to encourage entrepreneurship. As the job market continues to grow, an increasing number of individuals are turning to entrepreneurship. However, starting a business requires a deep understanding of financial concepts such as cash flows, profit margins, and risk management. By teaching students about these topics, schools can cultivate an entrepreneurial mindset and provide them with the necessary skills to succeed in the world of business. This can not only benefit individuals, but also stimulate economic growth and innovation. Additionally, financial literacy education can help students to become responsible consumers. In today's consumer-driven society, individuals are bombarded with advertising sales tactics and deliberately aim to influence their purchasing decisions. By teaching students how to critically evaluate advertisements, compare prices, and recognize the long-term consequences of their spending habits, students can empower themselves and others to make informed choices. Orrin Woodward has stated, a person either disciplines his finances or guess what? His finances disciplines him. This not only protects them from falling into debt, but also promotes sustainable consumption patterns, leading to a healthy economy and a more environmentally friendly society. Now, critics may argue that financial literacy should be the responsibility of parents, or that it can be acquired through real-world experiences. While parental guidance is undeniably important, not all parents possess the necessary knowledge or time to effectively educate their children about finances. Along with that, relying solely on real-world experiences come with risks, as do they all, as individuals may make costly mistakes before acquiring the necessary knowledge. By integrating financial literacy into the school's curriculum, we will ensure that every student has equal access to the critical knowledge, regardless of their parental backgrounds and personal experiences. In conclusion, teaching financial literacy in schools is of utmost importance in today's society. By equipping students with the knowledge and skills needed to manage money responsibly, we can cultivate a generation of financially literate individuals who are well prepared for the challenges and opportunities of adulthood. This education not only promotes personal financial stability, but also contributes to a more equitable and prosperous society overall. I now conclude my case with a question. After adding to your knowledge of financial literacy, do you believe that schools should prioritize financial literacy education as a mandatory subject? I leave you to reflect on this topic with a quote by Jim Rohn. The key factor that will determine your financial future is not the economy. I repeat, it is not the economy. The key factor is your philosophy. Whose philosophy is it? Yours. I thank you.
Thank you, Aiden. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving all of our participants another round of applause. That concludes our presentations for this evening from our students. Our next item on the agenda this evening is the financial information song, which will be presented by two of our students. Please let us welcome them to the stage. Their names are Sherlyn McNichols and Sephora Jean-Pierre. Welcome these two ladies from the Braids Primary School.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, judges and special guests. This evening, as we proceed to sing the FIM jingle, we would like you to sit back and relax. It's Financial Information Month in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. Financial empowerment through education. If you don't know what that is, let me tell you all about it. Learn to spend wisely. FIM. Invest to grow your money. FIM. Business stability. FIM. Step up financially. FIM. Help build the region's economy. Work to financial security. prosperity for all of we. FIM is for you and me. FIM is for everybody, so tell your friends and your whole family. Financial empowerment through education, build yourself and the entire region.
Learn to spend wisely.
FIM.
Invest to grow your money.
FIM.
Business stability.
FIM.
Step up financially.
FIM. Financial Information Month. Financial empowerment through education.
Well done. Thank you to our two students from the Braids Primary School. At this time, we will be having an open floor discussions, and members of the audience are welcome to share their views on the contributions made by your students this evening. We're asking that you keep your contributions brief and also not focus on any individual presentation, but general remarks are welcome. I will start by saying that I think that the quality of presentations made this evening were very good, and that our students should be highly complimented for the preparation that they put in this evening. So I welcome anyone who wants to join us here. The mic is there, but I'll just briefly say a few words while I'm speaking. You're welcome to come to the mic, and I will pause and give you the opportunity to make your contribution. So financial literacy is indeed a core life skill for participating in modern society. Children are indeed growing up in an increasingly complex world where they will eventually need to take charge of their own financial future. As young adults learning to live independently, they will need to know how to budget and make wise financial choices for everyday life. For example, choosing mobile phones and utility contracts over paying cash outright. They will need to manage risks, save for a rainy day, avoid taking on unmanageable debt, and provide for their old age and health care. Financial products and services vary widely, and in the case of credits, can be almost too easily accessible for many of today's young people. At the same time, these products and services are becoming more complicated and the choices more difficult. Adding to this complexity are economic and technological developments which have brought greater global connectedness and massive changes in communication and financial transactions, as well as in social interactions and consumer behavior. Poor financial decisions can have a long-lasting impact on individuals, the family, and the society. The causes of the recent financial crisis were complex, but the lack of financial literacy was certainly one of the aggravating factors leading to ill-informed decisions on mortgage loans. Please go ahead. You're welcome.
Good evening. I am very happy to be here. I would like to, on behalf of the Montserrat Secondary School, thank the planners. I think everything was well presented. I would like to say to all 5 speakers how proud I am of the presentation. I can see from what you did that you researched the topic, and you presented it very well. Congratulations. In terms of the financial literacy, the actual moot, I think that a little more emphasis could have been made when they were discussing the link between that mandatory part of it. I think that's where the judges would make that distinction between winner, because all of them had data about the reason why financial literacy should be taught. So that's, for me, is where I would look if I was a judge, to decide who our winners are. But from me, personally, all of you did well, very well. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. I too want to congratulate the students on the high standard of their presentations tonight. I have my little paper, so I was doing my own judging over there, but I'm not going to announce that. However, I want to congratulate as well the financial body for making this topic and allowing our students to participate. It is, for me, something that we should pursue, and we can start it even in our little nursery schools. Because I recall when, and I still think we have that, it can start with saving. We were here last night, and we were looking at words, money, risk, investment, buying, shopping. So it can be started in a very simple way. And I hope that from tonight's event, having heard the topics, and again, one of the things I would have liked to have seen, and we did have that, but I don't want to comment, our parents. When we are going shopping, we can start discussing budgets, as we say, why we're going to buy this, and sit down and do family budgets together. And in that way, we are already cultivating financial literacy. Our children are very poised for investment and all the online businesses that's available to them. So it is indeed something we can pursue. I will ask that we really pursue this and not let it end here. I know you'll say, Mrs. Hector, you too have a responsibility, and I hope we can bring this into our curriculum, but in a very simple way. Incremental, not at the high standard, but in a very incremental way from the small schools. We know, for example, in our agricultural sector, when they're doing businesses, and they're talking about budgets and all of these things. So please, can I put a little responsibility on Ms. Eswick, and let us continue this trend. Dr. Julius is also here, and I think it is something that we can really develop. And what I always say, some persons are not poor because money never came into their hands. I'm quite sure, even me included, let's check the shoes. Let's check the garments. Let's check the furniture that's sitting around, and we'll see how rich we are. Indeed, let us cultivate our financial literacy.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
First of all, let me congratulate the 5 of you. I think you did a fantastic job. I might be biased in saying who I'm supporting, but I won't do it now. It's interesting that following from last night, where we looked at nuts and bolts in investment, talking about the adults. When you were 25, you start investing because for retirement. Now we're talking about introducing financial management to school children. It's also very important. And I think listening to all of you, I'm not sure you said anything different to each other. You may say that the parents should do it, but you're still saying that the children need to do it. Am I correct? You're still saying that. So whatever happens, I think it's important that we all agree that children should start learning financial management very early. And in so doing, they're preparing themselves for the future, which is the message we got as you spoke through it. And I totally agree with you, because too many students, and in Montserrat, for instance, we don't have students who are taking up financial loans. But in the US, for instance, there are many students who, after they finish college, they're in debt. And they start buying things, especially credit cards. Some people in the US have 3 and 4 credit cards. They bounce from one company to the other. I know you're not going to do that, because you have to manage your credit card. Credit card is something that puts us in debt, because we have a limit, and we tend to go and shop, forgetting that we have to pay. It's a loan, it's a mortgage, right? So I want to congratulate again. And of course, I agree that the school doesn't have to teach financial management as a single subject. But I like the idea and the concept of integrating it into other subjects, which I think is important. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Premier. Thank you so very much.
I
I feel the pressure too, not being so tall. Congratulations to all 5 of you. I think the first thing is that public speaking is very difficult. And with everybody watching you and judging what you're saying, rather than just listening to what you're saying, it's a fantastic thing to do. So congratulations just on the public speaking, never mind the content. And as a mother of 3 sons, I can tell you that financial management needs to start early. Because otherwise you don't get the shoes until they leave home. So it is a really important subject, and I really like the idea of starting simply in the nurseries. I can remember playing with a till and having to go shopping and buy apples and things, you know, when I was at nursery school, and right the way through as an adult. And we still, as a cabinet and as a government and as a governor, we still don't always get our financial management right, and we study very hard. So I implore you all to take it up at a very early stage and think about whether it's perfume or books. The perfume will come later. The books is what you need now. Yeah. So congratulations, and thank you very much for participating tonight. Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you, Excellency.
So at this time, I want to say thank you to everyone who would have made their contributions from the floor. At this time, we welcome our ECCB Country Manager, Ms. Angela Eswick, to the stage to give brief remarks.
All foregoing protocols observed, it is my pleasure to share brief remarks with you on behalf of the 22 FIM partners who collaborated to roll out these events for FIM 2023, and this public speaking competition is just one of them. Financial empowerment through education runs through the veins of the Financial Information Month initiative. Inherently, our goal is to consistently raise the standard of financial literacy in our ECCU, that's the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union region. And that's to the extent that as many people as possible can reason and function effectively when it comes to financial matters. Now, inquisitive minds may wonder instantly, how do we gauge whether or not we are effectively financially literate? For the answer to that question, I refer you directly to the results of the recent Financial Literacy and Financial Inclusion Survey. It was conducted last year by the ECCB in collaboration with the OECS Commission and the World Bank. To refresh your memory, or to enlighten you, for those of you who did not know, the results, the overall financial literacy score, the overall financial literacy score, which considered financial knowledge, financial behavior, and financial attitudes. The score for the ECCU member countries equaled 12.2, and that's out of 20. Now, what does that mean for us? Take that personally into context. If you got 60% on an exam, how do you feel about that? Exactly. I hear the murmuring, no, that's not good. No. I personally would feel I haven't even passed. So let's think about it like that. We didn't score well. And therefore, we have much to do to improve our position. But how do we do that? Because we want to become more financially literate. I know most of us tonight have already formed our own opinions on the topic, and our youth have presented their arguments supporting their perspectives. I'm not going to comment. I will leave the feedback to the head judge. But what I will draw to your attention is the relevance of the topic to our FIM efforts this year. Our focus is wealth creation for financial resilience. Through the partners, their observations and interactions with you, the public, we identified investment, financial literacy, and financial legacies as areas in which Montserrat's public could improve their financial literacy score, and the required interventions would be in these areas. So this particular intervention was linked to financial literacy. And they zeroed in a little bit more, so they made the sub-theme, a further sub-theme of igniting financial wisdom. And the sentiment is that if you can make wise financial decisions, then you have established the necessary foundation and you have the tools for financial resilience, which, as I said, our area of focus is wealth creation for financial resilience. Now, I must commend the 5 young persons for their captivating and creative deliveries, their different perspectives on the topic, and let them know that there is a shared sense of pride in what we witnessed here this evening. I believe we are all proud of them. I know that standing here and speaking to new faces in some regards, it took courage. I have been there, I can tell you. Representation, however, was not lacking. You represented your institutions very well. Personally to you, I know it was no easy feat. You have your school work to do, you are involved in community groups, sporting activities, and you need a little leisure time as well. So thank you for making this worth the while. And for those of you who supported our students, we truly appreciate your efforts in that regard. Parents, you have students who would have been at your side, those who supported you, friends, persons in the community, the partners, the FIM partners, thank you for that support that you extended. Now, when an event is executed, the audience enjoys the product of lots of behind-the-scenes hard work. As this is our first public speaking FIM event that I am aware of, there was extra pressure in ensuring that all went well. I will share with you that this was a recommendation on the table for 3 years. 3 years. But nothing happens before its time. Right. Each year we try to roll out a new initiative, and this was it for this year. Now, you may ask yourself, why didn't it happen in the last 2 years? The issue was timing. By the time we always got around to planning, it was more or less exam time, then summer for the schools. And then September, it would have been very close in terms of schools just restarting. How do you intervene when everything is so busy at the start of the school term? So the FIM rep behind the original idea 3 years ago, Ms. Vannie Stewart, from the Montserrat Building Society Limited, she placed it back on the table again this year. And I urge that we had to get into the schools and roll it out by a particular time frame, or it's not going to happen again this year. The commitment for that was immediately forthcoming. And we had 2 new FIM reps from the Bank of Montserrat, Mr. Malik Richards and Ms. Shania Brown, who you saw up here before you at the beginning of this evening. They were assigned to support Ms. Stewart, and they took their responsibilities immediately, very willingly. And believe me, when I am telling you here tonight, from what I witnessed, this trio, they were the perfect team-working trio. They worked together so well that they proved their mettle to me, and to you, I am sure, by this product. From the get-go, I asked, after having indicated we have to get into the schools, because as you know, Financial Information Month starts 1st October. Now, we can't wait, we can't give them just a couple of weeks to register and get ready. So, with that out of the way, I asked, what is the topic going to be? By our next meeting, we had weekly meetings, by our next meeting, they had a topic. And that was the topic, it never changed. And coincidentally, a few weeks after they delivered their topic, the results of the financial literacy survey were released, quite coincidentally. So, very applicable, timing, everything perfect. That team took their responsibility very seriously, to the extent that, and I will share with you that Shania, she was on holiday, and she still attended the meetings. How? Through Malik's phone. Thanks for WhatsApp. Yes. And Vanice, the number of calls and WhatsApp messages I got. So whenever there was anything, I gave a deadline, I would get a call. I've sent that to you. When am I going to get a response back? If the response wasn't forthcoming by the day, I would get another call or another WhatsApp. So they were relentless. They meant that this was supposed to happen, and it was supposed to happen smoothly. Of course, there are critical factors, such as the financial inputs and the logistics and other support, that the partners in general, as I mentioned, we have 22 partners, and they all pull their weight in some regard. Prizes, for example, all of those came from our partners. But these three, they deserve very special recognition. So I ask you to once again give them a round of applause. And with that, I am going to close my remarks. I hope that you have had a wonderful evening. I hope it was worth the time. And we will now await the results. Thank you.
In the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, financial empowerment through education. If you don't know what that is, let me tell you all about it. Learn to spend wisely. Invest to grow your money. Business stability. Step up financially. Help the region's economy. Work to financial security. Prosperity for all of we. FIM is for you and me. FIM is for everybody. So tell your friends and your whole family. Financial empowerment through education. Build yourself and the entire vision. Learn to spend wisely. Invest to grow your money. Business stability. Step up financially. Financial Information Month. Financial empowerment through education.
We develop information products on government's policies, programs, projects, and activities, which are then channeled through various communication platforms. GIU, your official source for news and information on the government of Montserrat.
I said census. You count, I count, we count. Census 2023. I said
as a nation we strive when everyone counts.
Count me in for a better future. Census, every voice matters.
Let's make everyone count.
Let your voice be heard in the census.
Together we can build a more inclusive society.
Census,
One nation, many faces.
Do your part. Take your census.
Counting the ways to improve our nation. Census matters, so do you.
Census is counting on you.
Census 2023, making every voice count.
Be the difference in your community. Take the census.
Census, one chance to share your story.
Yeah, Census 2023, paving the way for change. Nice.
Count me in today, include me in tomorrow.
Good evening again. The results are in. And at this stage, I will ask the head judge, Ms. Dion Semple, to grace us with her presence on the stage so that we can have the results. Ms. Semple? Remarks, yes. Okay. So Ms. Semple will be giving an overview of the presentations according to the judges. Ms. Semple?
Good evening, everyone. I would like to acknowledge and accept the protocol that's already been established by our chairperson in terms of recognizing the officials within the audience. I do particularly like the turnout for this evening's proceedings. You can give yourselves a round of applause. Madam Chair, I hope it's not out of line of me. I do want to say on behalf of the judges as well, thank you for the opportunity to be here this evening to share in an active way for Financial Information Month, and as well to be able to listen to the students, their presentations, and to provide some feedback on what they've said here this evening. We found overall that the presentations were good. We commend the students for their efforts, knowing the heavy workload that you already have. You know, we commend you for taking the time out to do that. We found that it would have been nice to have a few more students. I wanted to say that, to see how much, how wider we could have gone in examining the topic itself. Because one of the things that stood out is that the topic seemed to have centered around a few points. If you were following, you would have noticed that there wasn't too much variation in the points for or against the topic itself. I mean, Mr. Quealy is on the panel, and I wish he would join me here. We very much agree with the relevance of the topic itself. We wanted to say that. I heard the students refer to us existing in a complex financial landscape several times. And it was probably one student who took time to explain what that means in this day and age. We have, I think, the reference, for example, to the fact that we have more and more access to financial tools and things like that at our fingertips. But at the same time, we're not finding that smart financial decisions are being made by our citizenry. Coming from the Ministry of Finance, I have seen the need for financial literacy for our private sector. With the Enterprise Development Scheme, there's a gap there in terms of understanding and having the skills that you need to effectively function as a business owner, to even position yourself to access financial resources. We see that a lot. Mr. Quealy would be able to speak to it from the other standpoint of how are we as citizens doing with our debt management and our households, the bank manager for Bank of Montserrat as well. I've heard Mr. Taylor press on the point several times that we have to assist and guide our citizens, their customers, more and more with making responsible financial decisions when it comes to going into debt. You know, how much can you manage the expense that you have every day, your day-to-day expenses, with a debt for a house? Yes, it's essential, but what have you been doing all along the way to get to a point of being able to own and afford land and house? Or have you positioned yourself well enough to be able to have those kinds of assets? So the topic we find very relevant, and for me, what I wanted to say is that I think it needs to elevate from settings such as this to the policy tables, to the tables of our leaders, to seriously consider how do we integrate it into the curriculum for our students. And I found that the students did an excellent job of proposing ways that it can be done without becoming an extra burden. It's a practical issue. It's something that we live every day. And so by integrating it into our other subjects, those are mandatory subjects that we don't necessarily need every day, Ms. Ryan, you know, that's one of those days that we can better empower our students from a younger age to be able to make better financial decisions later on in life. There's our overall feedback as it relates to the topic itself, the examination of it as well. We feel like there could have been a bit more done for students to present different perspectives on the issue. It's too limited in that regard. I wanted to mention as well, there was over-reliance on reading by the students. And I think I see it repeatedly whenever we do have presentations of this nature, except where it is stated that it's mandatory that you do not come with a piece of paper. That's the only time that you don't see it. But once it's an option, students prefer to have their notes with them. The challenge with that is that you're limited in what you can do in delivering your points. We found that one of the presenters was fairly skilled at this, though. He referred to his paper, but at the same time, he was able to engage with the audience. He was able to use his hands, to deliver and strengthen his points. His modulation in his tone was very good. We heard the audience react appropriately to the information that he was sharing. We were sad sometimes when he said certain things, like, how could it be? And in this, he got us enraged as well, at the same time. We found as well the first speaker she really set the tone for the evening. A unique approach in having a live prop with her, and providing us a visual as to how the kinds of decisions that we have to make every day. Unique approaches to these things. It's not something that you're used to seeing when it comes to public speaking. So that was welcomed, definitely. We also welcomed the approach of one of the speakers to take the harder, the more difficult road of going against the topic. I commend that. The presentation we found, however, could have been strengthened, however, with a bit more research. It was too based on feelings and personal reactions and thoughts. And if you're going to come for a fight like this, you've got to come armed, because somebody else will do it. And we found that the first speaker did that exceptionally well in presenting statistics and researched information on the topic, which we want to commend as well, that your position must be supported by evidence. In that regard, there's also something as it relates to the relevance of the information that you will present, the evidence that's going to support your position. Try as far as possible to use statistics, evidence that is in the region or where you're existing. Granted, data availability is not something that we're very good at in the region. So I could understand the US reference to students' financial decisions. I also would like to point to the approach taken by one of these students to reach out to other students and teachers and persons within the community, the school environment, to get their opinion, to add that in support of the case. It would have been nice if we could have heard, I spoke to 30 students, 2 teachers, and 1 so-and-so. So we can get a sense of what aspect of the population at the school was represented in your little survey. And, is it a fair representation of the views of persons in that setting? So those are a few pointers that we wanted to share overall. One speaker as well, we found that the approach that was taken was to list as many points as possible. And at some point, some of those things began being repeated, and they could have been grouped together and help to strengthen the point on one issue. So pay attention to that. We have eye contact right now. Next time around, pay attention to it and see how you can strengthen point for or against with the information that you do have, rather than trying to go for quantity as opposed to quality, is what I'm aiming for, trying to say at this point. Quality over quantity in your points. Traditionally, we have about 3 points, and then you expound on those and you support them as much as possible. If you are going to spend time delivering 5 or 6 points for your position, they have to hit really hard, they have to be very, very clear, and they must be delivered as well with supporting information each time, so that there's a case being built up as you continue. So that is it for us, and congratulations again for the effort that was made. Congratulations again as well to the ECCB for putting on a session and a forum like this, always needed and welcome as we prepare for things like the Leeward Island debating competition. We can see the strengths that we have, and we can see where it is that we need to improve as we go forward. Thank you again.
So we say thank you to our head judge, Ms. Dion Semple, for giving feedback, very constructive feedback, I will say, from the judging panel. So it's the time we've all been waiting for. Our night is complete, and I just want to ask Ms. Eswick to come to the stage. We will be having the participatory presentations at this time, and Ms. Eswick will present. So I will call each of the participants by name. You will come to the stage and collect your participatory prize. Yes, so we'll start with our first speaker. Our first speaker for tonight from the Montserrat Community College was Ms. Tenny Fergus. Welcome, Tenny. The second speaker from the MSS, Ms. Kayla Ryan. Kayla, welcome to the stage. Our third speaker, Ms. Gisela Louis-Charles. Please come to the stage. Mr. Davidson Alerte, our fourth speaker from the Montserrat Community College. And our final speaker, Mr. Aidan Corbett. Aidan, please come to the stage. Tenny, I'm going to ask that you come again so that you can have your proper photo like the others. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Okay. So at this time, I want to welcome our two students from Braids Primary School that rendered the FIM song so beautifully. Please come to the stage. They really are cute, are they not, guys? And congratulations to them. Wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Eswick. Yes. At this time, I want to welcome to the stage our Parliamentary Secretary, Mrs. Veronica Dorset Hector. She will be presenting the winning prizes for this evening. Mrs. Hector, thank you. Yes. And of course, we have 3 winners tonight. We have the 3rd place, the 2nd place, and the 1st place. I will call the 3rd place winner first. This student has amassed a total of 110 points. She hails from the Montserrat Secondary School. Her name is Miss Gisela Louis Charles. Yes, I will. Just so that we are reminded, the 3rd place participant wins 1 trophy, 1 FIM trophy, 1 portable speaker, compliments Flo, Montserrat, and 1 cash prize of EC $150. Congratulations to Miss Gisela Louis Charles. The 2nd place winner tonight will receive 1 FIM trophy, 1 mobile phone, compliments Flo Montserrat, and a cash prize of East Caribbean $250. Our 2nd place winner hails from the Montserrat Community College. She amassed a total of 111 points, a very close margin, and her name is Miss Tenny Fergus. Congratulations, Tenny. Right. Congratulations to Tenny. And the 1st place winner for tonight's competition amassed a total of 117 points. This individual will receive 1 FIM trophy, 1 Dell laptop, compliments the Ministry of Education, Youth Affairs and Sports, and 1 cash prize of EC $350. Yes? Congratulations to Mr. Aiden Corbett. Aiden Corbett has won the ECCB public speaking competition. Congratulations, Aiden. So at this time, we will also have the consolation prizes. These persons were participating, and overall participation, we have gift bags, compliments, Digicel, Montserrat, and cash prizes of $50. We'll call to the stage Davidson Alerte. And Kayla Ryan. Of course, it's important that all our participants feel welcome and appreciated, and they all did a fabulous job tonight. So we say congratulations to each and every one. Thank you so very much. Yes, thank you to Mrs. Hector for presenting the prizes for us this evening. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. And of course, this competition would not have been possible without the support of our judges and our auditors. So we'll invite them now to the front to accept a token of our appreciation. We have Mr. Peter Quealy. I'll invite Ms. Brown, Shania Brown, from the Planning Committee to distribute these tokens. Thank you. Ms. Dion Semple, our head judge. Dr. Gregory Julius. Miss Nadia Dubry. And not forgetting our host, our chairperson for this evening, Miss Castle, Michelle. As we bring this first ever public speaking competition for Financial Information Month to a close, the pleasure is mine to express a heartfelt gratitude on behalf of the organizing team. It has been an incredible journey of words, thoughts, and ideas that have inspired and enlightened us. First and foremost, we thank the Almighty for allowing us to be here today to witness this event and for bringing us safely through. Our appreciation also goes out to all participants who demonstrated courage and eloquence on stage today. Tenny, Kayla, Gisela, Davidson, and Aiden, congratulations. I can say from our side it was a challenge, but we thank you guys for taking the challenge and for being here today to make this competition the success that it was. And we hope that next year, when we come again, you'll be able to encourage more of your colleagues to participate, as this is an opportunity to grow and improve your public speaking skills. To our officials, Mr. Quealy, Ms. Semple, Dr. Julius, Ms. Dubry, thank you for your time, knowledge, and dedication in evaluating each speech with utmost fairness and diligence. Your insightful feedback and constructive criticism will surely help the speakers grow and improve in their public speaking endeavors. I extend deepest appreciation to our chairperson, Ms. Michelle Castle, for setting the stage and guiding us through this evening's event. Your words of encouragement and wisdom have motivated our participants and lent an aura of professionalism to the competition. To the Financial Information Month Public Speaking Competition organizing team, who worked diligently behind the scenes to make this event a reality, it is much appreciated. Your dedication to excellence and attention to detail has not gone unnoticed, and the success of this competition is largely due to your hard work and dedication. Thank you especially to Ms. Angela Eswick, Country Manager. I know she's not expecting this, and the colleagues at ECB, Shanique and Mr. KB, who, although he was not here for a long time, we appreciate all your support in making this public speaking competition a success. We appreciate your ideas and opinions. Your advice has been invaluable in shaping and ensuring the success of this event. Thank you to our sponsors, supporters, and partners whose generosity and confidence in the value of public speaking enabled this event to take place. Your contributions have aided in the development of a platform for developing talent and to exchange ideas. I will use this opportunity to make mention of our partners for this year's Financial Information Month: the ECCB Agency Office, Ministry of Finance and Economic Management, the Montserrat Social Security Fund, Bank of Montserrat Limited, Financial Services Commission, the Ministry of Education, RX Gym, Ryan Darrow, Regal Dental, Dr. Coretta Fergus, Flow Montserrat, Digicel Montserrat, the Braids Primary School, Office of the Premier, the Statistics Department Montserrat, the Trade Division of the Office of the Premier, Montserrat Red Cross, Montserrat Nurses Association, the Government Information Unit, ZJB Radio, Montserrat Secondary School, Montserrat Community College, St. Patrick's Cooperative Credit Union, Montserrat Building Society Limited. We also extend many thanks to Philomagic Media and the Montserrat Cultural Center, as well as to Mrs. Chalmers for the rendition of the national song, and for Mr. Wayne Fenton, who would have recorded. We also wish to thank Golden Media, who supported us in our promotional items. We also wish to thank Mr. Duke of Rock Prince, who would have personalized our cups for our officials, which we do appreciate much. And to you, our wonderful audience, we appreciate you for being here today. Your enthusiasm, your support, and your applause have stimulated the presenters and added to the atmosphere of this competition. Without your support, this event would not have been as impactful. Thank you all once again for making this public speaking competition a resounding success, and we look forward to seeing you again next year. Thank you. And thank you, of course, to DS Media. We look forward to the lovely images. Thank you for covering last night and this evening. We appreciate you. We have refreshments downstairs, so as you leave, we'll join downstairs. Thank you again.
To create wealth for yourself and your loved ones. This week, insurance advisor at Sagicor Life Inc., Quinn Martin, discusses how you can create, manage, and protect your wealth.
I think persons need to have a solid plan. They need to